Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
What's going on, everybody?
and Brett.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody here. Make sure you're like and subscribe to catch everything we have going on this week. Big week for the Reality Guys, continuing the Vanderpump Rules reunion, covering everything. We just finished up Survivor 44, just finished up the Challenge USA. This obviously will be the end of 90 Day Fiance, but look out for things like The Bachelorette, Stars Are Maulers, Claim to Fame Season 2, plenty of other reality TV shows throughout the summer. All right, guys. So part 2, 90 Day Fiance, The Other Way, Season 4. This is the final episode of the season. The tell-all is over. Most of the relationships should be over. A lot of them still left in a weird limbo. These people, like we said from the beginning, like they're hopeless. They're just, it's why even go through this exercise? Some of them went through hell, even Miss Debbie, and it's like, I'm not gonna close the door all the way on Osama. It would take an awful lot to get me back to Morocco. I'm like, oh no. Like, I hope the son has her passport. Like, no, Debbie. I kind of just again, I want to hear your guys' general thoughts, and we'll dive into everyone. But I this was like a exercise in futility. This reunion.
Yeah, I think this was the weaker of the. I guess it's technically three because that one episode is
Yeah.
split. But it's just everything like we knew, like the Johan and Danielle, we never thought that was gonna work. Like Rishi and Jen, we never thought that was gonna work. It's just kind of like beating a dead horse, especially with the Jen and Rishi one. And I mean, I guess the funniest part of it was this is Ahmed. Is that Mahmoud's
Yeah.
brother's name? Like them just laughing at everything and then be like, "Well, this is offensive." That it's and Kris is still psycho. I'm stamping that. She's a liar.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what do we accomplished nothing this episode because we're
Yeah.
beating a dead horse on these relationships that are like they're literally in the same position they were like 15 weeks ago when this show started with Jen and Rishi of like, oh, maybe we're together, maybe we're not. We're still waiting for the parents' approval, which will never happen. And then I mean, Kris and Jamie, that one I guess is dead as of this week or last week, so we didn't know about that one. And then really all we did this episode was talk about Yohan getting mad about the ex showing up, and then Kris and Jamie and the money, and then what Gabe's sister, which is
Yeah,
sort
Monica.
of
I was
relevant.
gonna say Monica may have been the only piece of new information that we got. We did get the story of what led to her not coming. Basically, they got in a drunk argument at 2
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning, and whether or not, like, look, he probably listen. He definitely said, "Yo, stay at the bar for like half an hour more. You're gonna like literally cause problems for me tonight if you just dip right when my wife gets here. It's gonna look a certain way." So that's what anybody's like husband or wife would say. Like, it does, if you know the other person's got an issue and you dip out, even if you'd been around for 20 hours, if you leave that moment, you're gonna cause me a problem. Help me out here. I'm getting married in the morning. But Veronica's tough, man. Like, she's tough. She's like, nope, you offended me. I'm not going. It's like,
I don't entirely blame her now anymore because apparently she was
well,
supposed to be a bridesmaid, which she started
Yeah.
crying about. And then
Dave's
they're like,
nuts.
oh yeah, we never asked you. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. You're supposed to ask the person to
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
bridesmaid. You don't just like assume they can read your mind. But then she also said that she didn't know what her role was, even though in the episode they say that she wants to be like the best man for Gabe, best woman, and then she also wants to give him away like he's a bride. So they did talk about that, but
Well, no, well, he's like, oh, I thought that's you were gonna walk me down the aisle. Then she's like, well, actually, I had a dress made for her. The problem is, look, and this is what I took a lot out of this episode too, is like, as the beginning of this reunion started, I was all about Gabe and him really calling people on their crap. But by the end of this, the thing I kind of walked away with was like, Gabe had a lot to say about everybody else, right? But
Except for
Gabe
Lisa.
stuff, Gabe has been playing both sides of the sister and the wife all season. And like, you could tell now that like he is the bigger problem between the two of them. If he was more chill and less afraid of both, or less afraid of any kind of confrontation, this whole thing would be way smoother. I don't really think it's that Isabel and Veronica really like are that different. I think he's unintentionally pitted them against each other.
yeah, he said he was
Mhm.
non-confrontational, and that's why he didn't engage with his sister in the conversation, even though he's confrontationaling everybody else on the show.
Yep.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, they were like, oh, it's supposed to be a surprise. Like just tell Monica that she's gonna be a bridesmaid. Like, just literally say one more sentence, and it would probably
diffuse the whole thing.
squash that whole thing. Yeah, yeah, just bad.
Bad form. It's bad form.
Mm.
Just bad form. But look, Gabe
Nice
and Isabel are still together. We kind of always assumed that would be the case, especially with the kids involved. So we do wish them happiness, obviously, but overall, I think we've heard the last of them, at least for now. We did talk about Kris and Jamie, so let's talk about Kris and Jamie here. We did leave with the tease last week that Kris's boyfriend may be in the picture. She's so full of crap, dude. She's so full of crap. As soon as I found out, I went over and I kicked in his bedroom door and I smashed his phone. You hooked up with him and you took pictures because you were obviously just don't give a crap about Jamie. And when you found out that he sent pictures, you got mad and then went and smashed his phone. I believe that you smashed his phone, but like I believe that those were new pictures.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's so full of crap. It's ridiculous. Like I said last week, it's just constant one-upping. Like, I broke the phone. My identity was stolen. It's never like, and then like when I don't, I guess you could delete PayPal like
No,
stuff.
1740 versus 10K, dude.
Yeah, unless she has multiple PayPal accounts, like it's just she literally like that's what I love about her. It's like she has no just reckless abandonment, just putting the phone, could be giving some information away.
No, that's why I believe her. I don't think
Yeah.
she's like really like. I think she was like, "Are you?" The fact of the matter is, again, Kris didn't talk to her for 20 something days, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, yeah. I mean, if you're on a dating app, it's essentially you just got ghosted. You're like, okay, got to just on to the next one. And I think what was it? Veronica said like, yeah, you can't do that. Like, I would think the exact same thing coming from a normal person. So I just yeah, she's not. I don't know. I guess she's not that normal, but she was on this show at some point. But yeah, it's yeah, it's Kris sucks. Like, she really sucks so much.
I think the money is somewhere in the middle, like probably a little bit more
Yeah.
than now, but Kris is just being crazy, always making up excuses for everything.
Osama had some zingers in there. When they were like, Osama, what do you think? And he's like, I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. That was really funny. His eyes looking like his like it's like little like gecko eyes looking different ways. Like I don't know what's going on.
Do they have subtitles? Because it seems like they know what people are saying, but
I think if they have the earpiece and it something translates for them. Because I love the dead silence for a second. I think makes the reunion really funny.
And then they go, oh.
Yeah, because they're reacting to stuff like in Spanish, and everyone seems to understand each other except for that one time Osama did not. But
no, they have the translate. Osama didn't understand. Like he just couldn't understand what was happening. Like it
was ridiculous.
He just was like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
It was ridiculous.
What also is ridiculous is I do want to talk about Mahmoud, Nicole and Mahmoud. Ahmed and Mahmoud were like the two Muppet old men sitting up in the thing, like they were being such dickheads. Like Nicole's dumb, dude. Like
she's so dumb, man.
He's gonna throw a fit, but like I just feel like if he tries to get confrontational in the West, it's not gonna go as well for him.
I think they'll be on another season of some sort. Like it's gold. Honestly, it's gold. It'll be like
I'll
TV gold watching it. It's
if he's coming to America, They got a lot of content to create.
Didn't he make like? Do you guys remember? Was she in like LA or was she in?
I thought it was LA or something like that.
Okay.
Remember when he made that face at was it Danielle like said something and he's just like.
I wrote that in here actually.
He sucks, man. That was funny. Like
it was Kris. Like, he was mocking Kris.
Yeah. Well, I support that thing because Kris literally talking out of her ass like all the time.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, they're together. We knew they would stay together too, but we didn't think they were going to come to America. So this is like that was the big twist of the season that he's allegedly going to come to the US. So I mean, we haven't gotten it confirmed until he steps foot on soil. I don't believe a thing.
I do want to see that. As much as I'm tired of all these relationships beating a dead horse, like that's new content if he comes.
Yeah.
No, we would totally.
Because it's gonna blow his mind, especially if he's going somewhere where it's hot and you got these girls wearing just bikini tops. He's gonna lose his mind.
Oh, he's gonna
absolutely lose his mind.
Oh my god,
he's gonna walk around. Yeah. Oh man, it'd be so good, so good. They can't not do it. It'd be stupid if they didn't do it.
Would be stupid to not end this season without talking about my favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite. Yohan the Butcher. This dude, I, do you believe him? Is it over?
No.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yohan the Butcher threw a fit, claims they're done and over. He was like, I give her all the money to pay the bill. She's like,
Well,
well,
that's definitely
no,
BS.
no, he gives me some money. He's like, yeah, we're 50-50. And she's like, no, we're not. And she like the reason I think there's still probably a shot they're together is like if she was done, she could have dogged and buried him right then. She could have really like thrown out
Yeah.
all the facts, probably how much little he doesn't pay, how the butcher shop's done, all the money they've wasted. Like she could do that. I was actually kind of surprised at the amount of support that he was getting versus her during the reunion.
I mean, I've been saying it for a while. I've been on Team Yohan more than I've been on Team Danielle. He was acting like an idiot today, but I don't believe anything she says. She's like a lower level Kris to me.
Why
Yeah.
is the ex there?
I think they just got to bring somebody in. It's
Like,
dumb. It is stupid.
He barely even spoke.
Yeah.
He didn't do much. I think he said, "Hey, Johan," and then
Yeah.
Johan.
but Yohan didn't talk to her.
I think
though.
that was edit. Do you think that was editing?
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I think Yohan literally the only reason he was even semi-polite to the guy during the show is because it was in person. That's all, and because he was trying to do the uncomfortable BS with like how big is your shoe size and all
We
that.
both got
crap.
hammers.
He was also pretty drunk, I think, too. Yeah,
Well, they
the
went and played
hammers.
basketball after that, so I thought maybe at this point, like
Yeah, they're
he
a little bit civil.
but he seemed to like even after basketball, he's like, "All right, screw it, I'm not like I hate this still."
Times
So
passed probably since too, so definitely the jealousy is probably not gotten any better.
I think he found pictures. I think that's what set him
I
off.
think there's a picture of him in her
Yeah.
house, like that. It's just like a framed picture of him or something.
So my issue with her though is just like how she doesn't see that it is ridiculous that you're like gonna go hang out with somebody that you used to have sex with and the other person just shouldn't care. Like
And I
even
think it
just
was,
like and she's like, oh, I wouldn't care. It's like, well, you're not normal.
and I think it was the most recent relationship before her,
Yeah, I
him
mean,
too. So it's not like, oh,
exactly.
this is my high school boyfriend and I'm 40.
Yeah, that's completely different. Like, yeah, I just had sex with this guy like 2 years ago. Okay. I mean, then everybody else, the girl Isabella was like, absolutely not. And I'm like, I
Yep.
know you feel you're like iffy on Isabella, but I mean, like what she said was right. Like it's a respect thing, and I just don't think she has any respect for him. She just likes having sex with him, is what I think is what it goes down to. She likes getting like he's bigger than her. I just
She
I had
definitely
no
doesn't
issue with
respect his
Isabel's
opinion.
opinions outside of some of the stuff she had with Gabe during the season, specifically like the friend. But like besides
yeah
that, I mean, I felt she had all valid points throughout,
yeah
even about his sister as well.
right. That whole one was a stretch to make content. It was not as blown up as it appeared. What were we
Going
saying?
hanging out with the exes though, I do like how they called out Tim and Veronica because
Yeah, no, it's good.
they're exes and best friends or something. They're on
Who
all the
cares
shows.
what they think? They got so annoying by the end of it. I thought, frankly, I didn't think they were
Yeah,
good.
they I guess I liked them a little bit when they would ask some questions that I think like the public were wondering when they would go like when they were doing their little commentary like off stage it was kind of blah, but once I got on the couch I thought sometimes they actually had some like good questions to ask because all these people are
Yeah,
blind and stupid, so
point.
they're like, oh well, look, like the thing that also made me laugh is like who would stand up for who, and there's like, always a couple crazy ones. It's like your ally is Osama, that's a bad ally. Like your ally is Yohan, that's a bad ally. Like it's just
Mahmoud.
yeah. Yeah.
You have Mahmoud like clapping for you. You're probably on the wrong side. You need to just flip your argument real quick.
Right.
Listen, guys. Overall, I thought this was a good first season for us to cover. We are probably not going to cover every season of 90 Day Fiance and all the iterations. I would feel like the other way, maybe kind of more thing. But if we're gonna like watch the trailers and stuff of the seasons as they pop up, and it seems like something is too crazy not to cover, we'll probably cover it. I think something even more sporadically for shows like this going forward in the future, maybe some of our like lower view shows, and some of the times it's like we'll cover the big episodes and the big happenings, right? Like something really big happens, we'll definitely jump in and cover it. But just make sure you're subscribed. You'll see everything as far as reality, competition, reality love, reality dating, documentaries, interviews with cast members. Also, check out our TikTok as well. We put funny stuff out there, clips from shows, etc. But until the next episode, for myself, Brian, and Brett, Thank you. Peace.